Happy Saturday from the fabulous Florida Keys. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty. We're supposed to have a cloudy day all day today and even some rain in the afternoon if you want to believe the weather forecast. But it even does rain in paradise every once in a while, but that's okay. I'll take a rainy day in Key West over a beautiful sunny day in Detroit every time. This is my morning market MLS update video I do every day right about this same time. I report all the new listings in Key West and the lower Keys that have come on the market in the last 24 hours. If you watch this video every day, you'll be ahead of most buyers. You'll know about every new listing from Big Pine Key down to Key West the same day the realtors find out about them. That's very valuable information for a buyer to have. I find a lot of buyers wait for a home to come onto Zillow or Realtor.com or Trulia or one of those many websites before they inquire about it. And a problem they run into there is by the time those sites put a home live online, oftentimes it's been on the multiple listing service a couple days and all the good deals are already under contract. If you watch this video every day and you see something you like, you can call me right away and I'll make an appointment for us to go see the home. If you're not here locally in the Keys, I can go preview it on your behalf. We can do a FaceTime walkthrough video or a live chat walkthrough video, a Zoom video. I can take a bunch of photographs and email them to you. I've even gone as far as to FedEx a zip drive to somebody when they weren't in town. I can get pretty creative looking at a property on a buyer's behalf. Then if you like what you see, we can write up an offer and have you under contract before most buyers ever even knew the home was available for sale. You can also get a much more detailed description of these listings, including photographs, if you follow my blog, keywestinvesting.com. I'll put that web address in the description below. It's updated every day from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. There's a lot more details on the blog, a lot more information on the homes, any unique features the homes might have. It'll have room descriptions and uses, room dimensions, photos of the inside of the home, photos of the outside of the home. If the home happens to be waterfront or happens to have a pool, it'll have photos of the water view, photos of the pool, photos of the boat dockage. It's just a lot more information than I can cram into a couple-minute YouTube video. Again, that web address is keywestinvesting.com, and it's updated every day from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. We only have 3 new listings to go over today, but before I tell you about the new listings, the state of Florida's legal department makes me cover the boring stuff. The information I'm about to give you comes directly from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. I'm not accepting any responsibility for any of these listings. I'm not claiming any of these listings to be my own listings. And I'm not accepting any responsibility if there's any inaccuracies in the information I give you. I'm simply reading it to you right from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. The first one we have is a duplex in Key West's Old Town neighborhood in a section called Bahama Village. It's on Catherine Street. It's 2 studio apartments, each with its own private bathroom. It's a total of 720 square foot. It's located only about 2 blocks off Duval Street. A very important feature this home has, very important for Bahama Village, is it has off-street parking. Parking on the street in Bahama Village can be very tough. It's a great location. It's only about 2.5 blocks off Duval Street. It's about a half a block up the street from the Martin Luther King pool, which is, in my opinion, as nice of a pool as any resort we have anywhere in Key West. Rather than being an in-ground pool, it's built up in the air and the locker rooms are down below going around the pool. So it's elevated about 15 feet in the air and it is right on Key West Harbor on one side. And if you look out the other way, you're looking at the open Atlantic Ocean as you sit in the sun or play in the pool. It's also a close walk to the Coffee Butler Amphitheater if you want to catch a concert. Very close walk to the Truman Waterfront Park. Easy walk to Mallory Square for the Sunset Festival. And you could walk it or it'd be an easy bike ride. It'd be a long walk, but doable, or a very easy bike ride out to Fort Zachary Taylor, which is a state park and, in my opinion, is the nicest beach in all of Key West. So you can't beat this location. And you're getting 2 rental units offered at $950,000, which is a very good price for this part of Key West for a home that size so close to Duval Street. Then in Key West's Newtown neighborhood, we have a condo and a condo complex called Las Salinas on South Roosevelt Boulevard. Las Salinas is a very nice condo complex. I like it a lot. It's very popular amongst the Key West working professionals. It's one of the few areas in Key West that the local workforce can still afford. It's very conveniently located. It's not even half a mile from Smathers Beach, which is the largest public beach in Key West. It's about a quarter of a mile to a half mile to the Key West airport. Very close to 3 major grocery stores, close to several nice restaurants. If you want to go up the Keys a little bit or up to Miami for a day trip, it's very close to the main US 1 to get out of the Keys. They just recently, when I say recently, within the last 4 or 5 years, not in the very, very recent past, but they fairly recently rebuilt the pool and the clubhouse. They added in a nice clubhouse. They improved their fitness center. It's an actual true fitness center where a lot of condos will just put a couple dumbbells and a stair machine in there and call it a fitness center. This is more similar to a gym like a Planet Fitness or a Gold's Gym. The pool was completely redone. There are plenty of pool chairs. There's seating in the shade if you don't want the sun, but there's seating in the sun if you want to get a suntan. Very good location. And this particular unit, one great feature it has is a covered deeded parking space. Some of the units over at Las Salinas come with these covered deeded spaces and some of them don't. They do have guest parking and public parking available, but parking over there can be very tight. If you go over there after 5 p.m. when everyone's gotten off of work, it can be real difficult to park over there. A few times I've had to park out in South Roosevelt Boulevard and walk across the street, or every now and then I'll cheat and park at the Doubletree Resort and just cut through the parking lot and go over. But that parking spot adds a lot of value to this condo. It's being offered at $589,000, which is an excellent buy. Their condo fees are relatively low over there too. It's $389 a month for this particular unit. They range, but the high-end ones over there are just a little over $400, which is extremely low for condo fees in Key West. Then we go up to Big Pine Key in a section called Port Pine Heights. Port Pine Heights is one of those areas that people either really like or really dislike. Personally, I like it a lot. If you want to be out in the middle of nature and have the key deer in your backyard and all sorts of birds in your neighborhood, in your yard, in your trees, you can hear them, see them. This is definitely the nature lover's paradise. It is about 8 miles out Key Deer Boulevard, which is the 30-mile-an-hour road, and the Monroe County Sheriffs patrol that very strictly. You don't want to get caught speeding on Key Deer Boulevard. You will get a ticket, Unfortunately, I've gotten several of them. Now, the nice feature of Port Pine Heights is there is no more building out there. There's a complete 100% building moratorium due to the key deer. So what you see now is what you'll see 50 years from now. And a lot of the lots out there are owned by the county. They were donated back during the Rogo system as Rogo lots. The Rogo will be a whole other video for a whole other day, but if you want to hear about the Rogo system and the Rogo lots and the building permits, you can certainly call me and I'll tell you about them. This house is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,353 square foot house. It has a 70-foot concrete seawall, very good boating out there. You're right out in the middle of the backcountry, which is, in my opinion, the most beautiful boating in the Keys. We have some great flats out there, lots of uninhabited islands where you can just beach the boat and have an island picnic, go swimming, have a floating happy hour. There's so many things out in the backcountry that are much nicer than being offshore, in my opinion. This one's offered at $1,100,000, which I think is at the very top of the price point. I certainly would not call it overpriced, but it's at the very top of the price point. It's a great location and a great house. That's all we have for today. If you want to see any of these listings or any home anywhere in the Florida Keys, give me a call at 305-731-0501. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to showing you homes in the fabulous Florida Keys. And more importantly, I look forward to making you my neighbor. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty.